Okay, what if I told you that a guy got banned from Twitch? Not once, not twice, but 3 separate times. He completely lost his channel, literally got arrested on a live stream, and yet still managed to become the absolute biggest streamer on the planet. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today we're unpacking the wild, chaotic, and just totally fascinating story of Kai Cenat. We're going to look at exactly how this kid went from sitting in a bedroom with 0 viewers to literally selling out Madison Square Garden. So let's just dive right in.
So, the big question here is, how on earth do you survive an arrest on stream? I mean, in the digital age, a massive ban or getting arrested while thousands of people are watching is usually a career death sentence, right? It's the absolute end of the road. But for Kai, it was somehow just a speed bump. To understand how he survived a catastrophe that would utterly destroy anyone else's career, we really have to look at exactly where he started. So Kai Cenat, who was born Kai Carter back in 2001, grew up in this small, super tight-knit New York City apartment with his 3 siblings. And money was definitely tight. Interestingly enough, his first love was actually basketball. He even played Division I in high school. But jump back to 2018, and a 17-year-old Kai starts uploading these pranks and comedy skits to YouTube. Now, for 3 long years, it was just crickets. Like, he was pulling in maybe 10, 50 views a video tops. What's crazy to think about now is that he was actually on the verge of quitting completely. But then he makes this massive life-changing pivot to Twitch in 2021. And well, that changed literally everything, skyrocketing him to these unimaginable heights by 2024.
All right, Section 1, the 6-month grind, from zero to momentum.
Now, when Kai made that jump to Twitch, it definitely wasn't instant fame. It was a grueling, super unglamorous grind, and it required this foundation of just pure resilience. Because get this, for his first 6 full months on Twitch, Kai made absolutely $0. Zero. It's a pretty harsh reality to swallow, you know? He was streaming right from his bedroom. He didn't even have a camera, no proper microphone, just him, a video game, and the screen. But he had a secret weapon. Kai wasn't out there trying to be the next ninja. He wasn't relying on like elite gaming skills or just trying to copy whatever massive stars were doing. His unique advantage was literally just being his authentic self. He brought this pure, unfiltered energy to every single stream. And it didn't matter if 0 people were watching or 10 people were watching, he acted like he was entertaining a packed stadium. And you know what? Slowly but surely, that raw, infectious energy actually started to work organically. He went from 10 viewers to 100 to 1,000. By late 2021, he was averaging 20,000 viewers every single time he went live. He had built this fiercely loyal community completely from scratch. Which brings us to Section 2, the Crucible, 3 strikes. Because, as we all know, monumental fame quickly brings some pretty catastrophic problems. And the tension here escalated fast. In 2022, he gets his first ban for playing copyrighted music. It lasts a week, he comes back totally unbothered and boldly tells his audience, I'm going to go harder. But then early 2023, ban number 2 hits. And finally, we get to August 2023, the absolute climax, ban number 3, which didn't just involve Twitch, but the actual police. But actually, scratch that for a second. Before we get to the arrest, we have to understand why that second ban stung so incredibly hard. So early in 2023, Kai hosted the Mafiathon, this insane 30-day nonstop subathon that just completely shattered Twitch records, pushing him to a staggering 300,000 subscribers. He was literally on top of the world, and then boom, banned for 2 weeks for reacting to copyrighted videos. He lost his momentum and his platform right at his absolute peak. But man, that was absolutely nothing compared to August 2023. The Union Square riot. So Kai decided he wanted to give back to his fans, right? He announces this massive free PlayStation giveaway in New York City. But he drastically underestimated his own fame. 10,000 people swarmed the streets. A whole thing devolved into total chaos. The police had to move in wearing full riot gear, and Kai was arrested live, right in front of everyone. And Twitch? They immediately dropped the hammer with his 3rd ban. The collective verdict of the internet was instantaneous, and it was brutal. Everyone was saying, Kai is done. I mean, you simply don't recover from a strike like that. You don't survive an actual riot and an on-stream arrest. The media was just having a field day, and it really seemed like this kid who grinded for $0 in his bedroom had just thrown the whole thing away. But incredibly, just 1 week later, he didn't hide. He didn't disappear into obscurity like everyone expected. Surprisingly, he was preparing for what has to be one of the most unbelievable resurrections in internet history. All right, Section 3, the unstoppable comeback, becoming the king. So when Kai finally returned, he didn't just flip on his camera and act like nothing happened. And honestly, this is exactly how you survive a crisis of this magnitude. He took accountability. He apologized for the chaos in New York. He really showed maturity. And crucially, this is a big deal. He let his brother, DC, take full control of the business operations behind the scenes. This freed Kai up to focus 100% on leveling up his content. And level up he absolutely did, achieving a mainstream crossover that no streamer had literally ever seen before. He hosted the Streamer Awards. He broke the ultimate mainstream barrier by becoming the first streamer ever to host Saturday Night Live. And he even began streaming with massive global superstars like Drake, Nicki Minaj, and 21 Savage. To truly grasp the scale of this survival, just think about this for a second. Compare his incredible 2021 success of 20,000 viewers to the Streamer Awards in 2024, where he pulled in 2.5 million concurrent viewers. That's insane. He didn't just survive those bans. The controversy actually acted like a giant megaphone. And once all those new people tuned in, he proved he had the raw talent to keep them entertained. All of this culminated in October 2024, when he hit 327,000 subscribers during Mafiathon 2. He completely broke his own all-time Twitch record. Literally no one in the history of the platform has ever done that. Today, that exact same kid from the small NYC apartment is sitting on an estimated net worth of $14 million. So let's break it down. The blueprint. 3 rules for success. How exactly do we distill this chaotic, totally unprecedented journey into a blueprint for survival? Well, it really comes down to 3 steps. Step 1, energy wins. Look, people don't watch for the game being played, they watch for you. Authenticity is absolutely your greatest asset. Step 2, consistency. Remember, he streamed every single day for 2 years straight, pushing through months where he earned $0. You just have to put in the reps. And step 3, maybe the most important, turn hate and massive setbacks into fuel. 3 bans, 1 arrest, countless critics. He used every single stumbling block as a stepping stone to mature, hand off operations to his brother, and come back stronger, louder, and way more prepared.
Honestly, Kai said it best himself. He said, "I'm not the best gamer, I'm just the realest person on screen." And that right there is exactly why his audience stayed with him through the absolute abyss. They weren't showing up for perfect gameplay, they were there for a real human connection, that raw energy, and just the unpolished truth.
In the rapidly evolving world of live streaming, the crown is always heavy, right? So based on everything we've unpacked in this explainer today, I gotta ask you, who do you think is bigger right now? Kai Cenat or IShowSpeed? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. I would genuinely love to hear your take on this. If you enjoyed this breakdown and found it helpful in understanding Kai's insane journey, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. We drop deep dive explainers just like this all the time. Catch you in the next